Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now, covering the issues with AI, something I do quite frequently on this channel, and more recently, specifically I made a video about how the AI seems wildly different after the latest update. Now, in my initial video, I kind of narrowed it down to Kabam's Defender reparry fix, where Kabam themselves in their post stated that what happened, we had to explicitly over-nerf the AI's ability to parry in general while we worked on more specific solution to reparry. Now the defenders do use the same basic rules as attacker. They effectively unnerfed their ability to parry, except I theorized that they probably screwed up, which I effectively got confirmed by Kabam Crash in forum post today. So, needless to say, I wasn't the only one who noticed immediate difference in AI being faster, more annoying, more capable than ever. We do not get reparried anymore, but we got parried way more often, multiple times from polygons match. Not to mention that AI all of a sudden does a ton of dashback intercepts, sidestep intercepts, is just capable of doing inhuman things, and is in general ruining the gameplay experience. There are some good and bad news regarding this, I suppose. The good news is that obviously I wasn't the only one who noticed it. There is an active thread currently to what Kabam crashed responded. And these responses, well, they vary. In typical, I do like when Kabam Crash gets involved because he does tell us, useful information often. So people even theorize that there are two different AIs for GC and Victory Track, which I never thought is necessarily the case. I just think AI is ass in general. And it is more noticeable in GC because we constantly need to intercept in order to be doing damage. The comment is pretty inconstructive because it demonstrates the cycle we are in right now, where frustration has led to confirmation bias and has really taken over. Well, then address the frustration. I understand conspiracy theories that we are making AI deliberately harder in some content like Summer of Suffering. They aren't true. Every soft fight has been the same AI profile, but I understand why players might think they are true. Harder AI in Everest content equals hardest fights, equals more consumables used, equal theoretically more money for us, at least in the short term. However, the community should be able to take a step back and realize none of those incentives exist for us in Battlegrounds. In Battlegrounds, the more players play, the better it is for our business. The idea that we would deliberately create harder or more frustrating AI simply doesn't hold water. We have not. The same exact AI profiles apply to both Victory Track and GC this season. Any perceived difference is just confirmation bias. This I can agree with. I didn't think there is a difference either. Just to be clear, I'm not saying there are no problems with the AI. I personally believe we have some substantial issues we need to address, and I'm hoping we can communicate more efficiently in the coming months. Now, this is the problem. But I can tell you definitely that we aren't making harder AI profiles target specific metas. Fine. The key issue problem here is months. You take months and months and years to fix reparry, which causes more issues, and now we as the player base will have to suffer through this ungodly AI until they get off their ass to fix there. Honestly, just bring back the old AI. I'd much rather deal with the reparry until they fix this properly than us having to deal with AI as it exists now. Either way, there's another Kabam Crash response that is very good. So that Hungry Kupo said, thanks for responding on Sunday. For the record, I did not agree with the community that the SOS AI was changed, with the disagrees to prove it. The only issue with that fight was that XL champions cannot bait specials effectively. The reason I never fight Onslaught with XL champions, if I can help it. There you go. This has been known for ages and already claimed to be fixed in update, but here we are. That's a very big issue too. Right. With that in mind, it's surprising that conspiracy theories form. Even if I take your point about GC has the same AI profile, the chorus of complaints from top players to most of the community is pretty unanimous. If I take your statement as a fact, and you have always appeared to be honest, the AI is ridiculous in Victory Track 2 then. Having the AI reaction rates at the highest points of human reaction is probably fair, but at this point it definitely feels way before that. And here is where Kabam Crash kind of comes clean. Thanks for the thoughtful reply. You are 100% right. The XL champion situation was the main issue with the Onslaught fight. the fact Toad's M1 doesn't move him towards as much as most other champions was the issue baiting specials in this fight. Iho actually hit the nail on the head here, at least in my opinion. AI recovery time is too fast. We didn't mean to increase it. This wasn't deliberate, but it pretty clearly is recovering faster than it used to. In my opinion, this is the core issue with why the AI feels so much harder than it used to, because it impacts so many different AI interactions. We are working to fix this. This coming like from Kabam crashed in a casual thread, in my opinion, is just not good enough. Having a terrible AI, and AI being one of the core components of this game, 1,000,000% commands much higher profile to a problem like this. Kabam 100% should be talking not in a matter of months regarding issue like this, but immediate, because it's turning away people from the game daily, hourly. After every day I hear somebody who's like, you know what, I'm gonna get my points in this event and I'm done with Battlegrounds for now, or this is BS, I'm moving to a lighter alliance, or I'm done. Every single day Kabam allows this shit to exist. By shit I reference the crappy AI. They are hurting themselves and the community, because we are the ones who have suffered through it, and they just do not seem to be in much of a rush to fix it. As I mentioned before, they could have easily acknowledged that AI now is overtuned, reverted to the AI profile that they had before, that was able to reparry, and then work on a proper one in a matter of months. By trying to fix an issue, but nowhere near as major issue as AI recovery time in the reparry, they made the game much worse for everybody involved. There is no major announcement. This is the only place where they have publicly acknowledged the issue with AI, and we are working to fix this is like the best we have. There's no timeline. There doesn't appear to be any urgency. No emergency maintenances. Again, no reverting to the previous AI profile. No game-wide announcement. No promise of compensation. Nothing. They're just like, oh yeah, AI is fucking jacked now. And it wasn't intentional. Believe us. Which also is kind of scary. Because again, if something this big gets in the game unintentionally, yet again references the lack of quality control, the lack of ability of people working on it. Because it's, well, clearly hasn't been tested properly then. And again, instead of like, yep, we are very sorry, we apologize, we are doing everything we can to fix it, we're gonna, bring the game in emergency maintenance, we're gonna restore the previous AI profiles, promising you compensation. Instead of all of that, we just get like, yeah, we kind of fucked up. All of you are getting smashed around the game now, but we're working to fix it. And again, I like Kabam Crashed because, he gives detailed, valuable information. Doesn't mean I agree with everything he says. Doesn't mean I agree with how he and they as a company go about things. And this is a clear, flagrant example of it. AI is one of the 3 biggest issues of this game. It's the core of this game. You can't do anything in this game without, being affected by the way AI functions. And at the moment, game's borderline unplayable. It's demoralizing. It's ruining the fun of the game. It's making it much more frustrating, and it's causing players to leave. So I am personally having extremely hard time understanding why Kabam seems to have such a lackluster response to this. Why Kabam is so casual in addressing issues such as huge as this. So let me know. What do you think about the current AI? What would be your proposed solutions? Do you think Kabam is, doing enough to sort out what they screwed up yet again? And there we go. So Kabam did change the AI unintentionally, making it significantly harder. Well, fuck you too. See ya. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next